factors too.
But tell me, what's your take, real quick, on Dr. Umar? Who is he to you?
He's not. I don't want him wearing any more African stuff and talking like to say he's an African man.
Where was he born at?
2000
Right here. Right.
Born in Glasgow.
Okay, he's not African. He be talking about white people and black people not
Why
being.
do you think that so many black Americans embrace that African heritage?
The thing is, and they don't embrace it.
Yeah.
And they really fear even going to Africa. Black people can tolerate living in America because, and they know if y'all got mad at them, right? Like, y'all would just like, but when you go to a stranger's land, which it will be, you're going to a stranger's land, y'all don't know what will happen if there was an anger. Black people live in this like, no, and I get Umar, where if he says, I wish we had our own state, our own place, where we could feel safe, like, yeah, we can mix, but we have a place that is still us, right? Like, I can go back to Africa still to a nation if American people kick me out of here, right? As long as you don't kill me and you're like, leave, I can go somewhere. That's what he's saying, right?
Yeah.
I understand that, right? But guess what? They did have a place, such place, Dr. Umar. It's called Liberia. And you know why your black people that you talk about did whenever they came there, they enslaved the blacks. They did the exact same thing. That's my land.
Give him some history.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't speak truth.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to speak truth of, you know what, yes, we are black, but we have the same mindset as the people that we live with. Because when they did give you a land, where they send the slaves back? Dr. Umar, Liberia, the slave went back and they enslaved the blacks because they believed they were better than they were. And that's what ruined the country now, was the fact that the natives got so mad of how the blacks were treating them. And because of that, they started a war, in which I was born in which I get to see. And when I come to America and you are like, hey, you got to join. No. In my country, you the bad guy.
So
you understand, right?
So hold on. Would you like to have a debate? Drop in the comments if you would like
Bring
that.
it on.
And drop in the comments if y'all would like to see Mentoe and Dr. Umar have a debate, man. And we're going to make some phone calls, try to get in, man. You know what I'm saying?
Because I don't want him to just be speaking, because he's here and he just got to throw stones at like the white man because that's his enemy.
Right.
But the history of black people does not end after slavery. It was not like after slavery, then black people were like, okay, they did get their own land in Africa. A piece of that, the first country in Africa was created by black slaves. Why doesn't he talk about that? What happened to that, Dr. Umar? What happened when they gave you an actual state with your own star called the Lone Star? What happened when that happened? What happened when every president saw Puerto? They gave you everything, cars, clothes. They built the whole place. What happened? You treated the people there like we were nothing. And you did. My tribe was one of the tribes that got it in the worst. There was 2 tribes that they enslaved in the most. Because when they came on the coast, there was 2 tribes that welcomed them in. And guess what? They were like, well, I mean, I understand, but we are better than that. So when you don't tell all the history and then you just start casting stone at those that you just kind of got free from, and you don't want to talk about, oh, okay, we got free, but we are doing the same thing here. It's the same mindset. It's very wrong because now I have to tell my kids and my children, like, oh, yeah, the reason why in my tribe is less than all this is because black people came back and they enslaved them one day. Then why? We need retribution from. That's why I talk about you cannot sign a retribution bill. Because if that happens, how far is it going to go? Is it going to come back to my place where we were treated bad too by black people? Because if these black slaves are getting money, what about the slave that they had?
Yeah.
Do they get paid too? When I talk about it, because you know what? It's not time yet. No, if you're going to talk about everything, if you're going to blame the white man for everything, like he does, stop blaming my African stuff.
Yeah.
Dr. Umar.
But the African stuff is a perception because people think you know what you're talking about because you got it on.
Yes.
So it's a perception.
But guess what? The real Africans are saying it now. Stop freaking lying to these people. It's all lies, bro.
What about Michael Blackston?
Michael Blackston is a fake African too. You don't want to start with Michael Blackston. Let's go to Kenneth Owen. All right, let me tell Kenneth Owen this.